Hey, what's up everyone? I'm SuperSonicJB. Go back to our Through Daybreak for Nintendo Switch. So last time we continued playing through more of the game's story and wrapped up Chapter 5 and all that and took on Dante's and all that. And we managed to beat him and he died because Van stabbed him and everything. And yeah, we saved the day and everything. And I'll continue on and playing through more of the game story this episode. And we're going to be going out of town doing jobs and doing other stuff. So we're going to go and get started. Like the video, make sure you hit that like button as it helps out a lot. And comment, subscribe to our channel. But yeah, in today's episode, we're just continuing playing through the game's story and all that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, let's do it. Let's go and grab a job here because we do need to do a job. It's something that Chris has recently started behaving rather violently. So he might have been bred with some bad eggs. So, like to see what happened to him. Explain things in my house. Okay. Gotcha. Still lingering scent. I gotcha. The other one boards, yeah. Because I have done some off screen. Because, yeah, I just. Wait, what was that woman's name? You're Zora? Zora! I didn't even notice her name on the no. This looks like the lady I freaking gave that, like, tour to in that one side quest that I hated. Is there Zora? Like, Zora's domain and everything? Man, that doesn't look like a Zora to me. The one who put the call for us. We're with our guys. Nice to meet you. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. Here's that seat. Get to, yeah. I was curious what that spring would look like to you now. But you look like just a normal person. I might have even seen you around town before. You probably have our house in our old town. That's some stuff about you and your son. You studying for high school entry exams, right? You weren't kidding. I really do know about us. But you're right. We're hoping we'll be able to get into Aramis Academy. So I've been having him rigorously study every day. These grades are a bit of a rut for a while, but they have thankfully started improving. Even not that I ever doubted him. Of course, he's my son. Of course, he's capable. He's a surely will nail a spot in the academy at the tippy top of his class. Mom's real passionate about our kids' education. Yeah, right. He's starting to show some promise. His reason turns dire. Chris has been behaving really strange as of late. He's kind of violent all of a sudden, yelling real loudly, hitting things he's never done that before. I see why you would be concerned. Never in his life, he's always been a good boy. He must be in some awful company he's acting this way. It's the most logical explanation. I take my eyes on him for a minute, and when this happens, yeah. So I need you. Please figure out what happened to my precious Curtis. So if he's gotten a little sassy, I want to curse myself mute if I was getting choked like this 24/7. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Really, I don't think it would hurt to look around a little and make sure he isn't falling in a bad crowd just to be safe. Good man, should we help her? Maybe give me a second to think about it. It's only one in starting points, but I do need some money. Because I spent so much on weapons. We'll take the case. Fantastic, thank you so much. Don't mind asking him, man, where is Curtis right now? He's out buying some reference material. Of course he is. There's a bookstore in the Tile District. We should look at shop and he's there. So he's out right now for it. Before we start with anything else might research his room. It ain't too hot and digging through a team's room like this, but it's the most obvious place to start looking. It's any good search room, follow me upstairs. But he ain't got dirty mags under his maddest dude. How did I know you were gonna say that? I knew he was gonna say that too, honestly.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Okay. Wait, I'm actually going in there. I guess I'm going in then. Zora, I love how that's their name. You guys just cursed room. Thanks for showing us. Alright, let's get this done before it gets back home. Alright, coming to Kurt's room. Found nothing to note that could have also explained his violent turn in behavior. The only objects kept in were mock exams with failing scores. Ooh. 2 minutes later. Oh look at that. Did you find something, Van? You better take a look at what I found tucked away inside a desk drawer. A mint tin. It looks empty. I don't think I recognize the brand. Could you explain what it is? They sell tobacco flavored mints inside these suckers. You only get them if you're smoking or trying to quit. That would explain why it doesn't smell like cigs in here. He could have been chewing on those instead of lighting one up. They taste like what? Oh, they might not be the real thing, but our delinquents even think about smoking at this age. My poor Curtis, where did I go wrong with you? I thought I raised you to be such a good boy. You're too. Sure then, let's not go ahead of ourselves. He might be missing something that explains why he had this stint. I know exactly why I did it. It's all my husband's fault. Him and that scandal of his that got him demoted from the bank of Edith. You're forced to move into Old Town because of that. If we were living in a rather safer neighborhood, my son wouldn't be straying from this path, dude. I'm supposed to start working in a subsidiary once he was out of probation. But where do I end up finding him instead? On Montmartre. I caught him eating there again without caring to roll while I was out shopping. Who cares? Absolutely ridiculous. How has he been working this whole time, or pulling the wool in my eyes? I can't trust him anymore. Would you? Oh my god. Wow, he just keeps going, yeah. Anyways, this tin's got a good jumping off point. We'll keep sitting around and see what we can turn up. And pardon my outburst, I'll leave it up to you. I'll be waiting for you to report downstairs. What's the matter, Van? Did you notice something else? Yeah, the tin still stinks. It's faint, but you can still get a whiff if you get real close to it. It's not just like a horrible hookah. Feels like a long time ago, but I recognize it smell anywhere. Oh, really? And here I thought we'd finally done with that bullshit. And now I'm more surprised that horrible hookah is coming back, or that your Alan's nose of yours picking up the smell. The smell of the drug that A developed and peddled through Vegas films. I don't remember hearing about that stuff coming from the tablets. Where did you get something like that? Where did you get? Or worry for his health might be affected. Right, Chief, what's the plan? Do we go straight to the kid and get him to spill? Let me figure out where these things came from in the first place. Right now, it's this stage between us. Nothing good can come out of his mom catching wind of this. With a firecracker mom like that, I can only imagine, yeah. Probably about tobacco flavored mints. Maybe cigarette seller would know something. This boss smokes too, that also should lead somewhere. Great, might as well look into both of those. Mom said something about her husband eating in Montmartre. Let's do it, man. Alright, what is him right here?
Can we talk?
Do we talk? I wasn't even playing his band there. I'd like to ask something about your son. Okay, explain the consequences, alright. What? My son is chewing on tobacco-flavored mints! I can't believe it. He's never been the brightest at school, but I didn't think he's that stupid. Sir, please calm down. As an aside, do you smoke at all yourself? Goodness no. Why would I? I smell would only make our clients uncomfortable. And do you have any idea where Chris would be taking those tablets? Any idea at all? I know what's going on with him. One must be being lazy. Tired of studying for the end of the exam, so he must be taking them as a distraction. What an embarrassment. He's getting real spoiled if he thinks he can get away with all this nonsense. When I was his age, I was so focused on my studies, I didn't even eat or sleep. Yeah, and you probably walked to school and everything, and like had to fight up like 100 T-Rexes and like a tidal wave and all that, and like, dude, oh my gosh. It's what, and yeah, with that name is Zora raising our son for him to turn out like that. It's probably get that he's mad, but he's still the kid's dad, yeah. It sounds like the parents themselves have some issues to work through, yeah. The parents like these kid was gonna start acting out sooner or later, yeah. Thanks for the info. We'll get out of here now. In here? Topic?
Can we talk?
Curtis? Sorry, not your class. Can we have a quick chat? We wanted to ask about a kid who's been hired to look into names Curtis. Of all times, I wish we could. Can it really? I guess we can if it really can't wait. Let's go somewhere else, yeah. Why not? Explain the request and the others see from Kurt's mother. I'll explain his stark change personality. Okay, not gonna lie, I think his parents are making a storm in a teacup. He's not gonna turn into some hardened criminal because of this. But to answer your question, do you think you know who you're talking about? He came to my tobacco kiosk about an hour ago. He did? Yeah, he asked if I had any tobacco-flavored mints for sale. Told him I don't sell them, and that even if I did, a kid like him shouldn't go anywhere near them. He got all huffy and started yelling and called me an old hag, which was nice of him, yeah. Wow, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Damn kids, you got balls to say that to your face. What'd he do after that? Beats me, and my guess is he went looking for some other place he could sucker into selling in those mints. Makes sense, thanks for the info. Okay. Both on our list. And none of it helped. Dad didn't really tell us anything new about the kid when he got him. No info to go about those mints. That's outside bookstore that Mom mentioned. Might not be there here, but it can't hurt to look. Sorry. So I can always ask the staff. They might know something. Yeah, I guess so. Correct. So this person on topic.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, let me ask you something real fast. I don't see anyone who looks like they could be Curtis. I'll hit up the manager and see what she has to say. Hey, you know, it's the manager. Excuse me, does the name Curtis ring a bell by any chance? He explained the request now to see from Curtis' mom. I'll explain his stark changed personality. Oh wow, poor Curtis. I had no idea he was going through all that. He comes here a lot, so one of my co-workers and I made a point of looking after him, helping him with his studies. Fortunately, I couldn't tell you anything about his personal life or those mints you mentioned. That's all news to me, too. It's okay, we appreciate talking to all of us. If you don't mind asking, could you tell us about the other co-worker? Oh, I recognize you now. You come here a lot, too. You're from Erasmus, aren't you? His name is Albert. You probably know him, right? Yes, absolutely. I can't believe I forgot that this is where he works. Sure does. He and Curtis seem to get along really well. He would recommend reference books for Curtis to buy and whatnot. Between the two of us, I imagine Albert would know more about him than I do. That load of good that'll do unless we can track that nerd down. It is where he might be. At this hour, he's probably either on campus or somewhere around that Albert district. And what we're waiting for, let's go find him. That's what we're gonna do. Fingers crossed he doesn't try to be dead. And yeah, he might be though. You never know. Yeah, he's literally right here. What's up, man?
Can we
talk? Camera panning out like that. I'm sorry to call you all of a sudden, Albert. It's alright, it looks like something you need to be discreet about. Something like that. I broke into someone right now. Do you know Curtis? Okay, they explained it to him. Yeah, all that crap. Yeah, I knew something was up. He'd been acting strange lately. Maybe unstable is the best word for it. I was very different from his usual self. How long do you know him? You know, I don't really want to help you. But I guess I noticed it around October, early November. He was pretty down before that, saying he lost motivation. But he then started being all excited about his studies all of a sudden. Something was off about it, though. I don't know where all his enthusiasm came from. Thank you for letting us know. Have you heard anything in particular about his friends? As if he was hanging out with a bad crowd? No, not really. Didn't look like it anyways. For me, it's not quite that. But I remember someone that looked like him hanging around the back streets of the Tyrell district. At night, the guy he was talking to looked shady. I kind of just assumed it couldn't be Curtis. Yeah, maybe that guy's that. Come on now, stop mulling out with it already. You've been warned at school to watch out for a suspicious man that hangs around Tyrell's back streets. He apparently sells tobacco and hard drugs to young people. That's what the rumors say anyways. I shouldn't make that connection earlier. Curtis could have bought the tablets from him. That makes a lot of sense. And he was gonna meet him today when he said he was going to the bookstore. Looks like it anyways. Next stop, Tyrell's back streets. Well, I'm glad I could be of help. Please do something for Curtis. We will. Thank you for your help, Albert. Alright then.
I'll see you're running with.
Okay. Well, everyone's scared shitless. What's going on? Look over there. They have all fainted. What could have happened? Oh, I think I know. Got a hunch these fools tried barking at the wrong tree and they paid the price hard. Oh shit. That would explain it. Well, I'd say they had it coming then. Oh ho ho! Man, look at her without her mask, dude. Damn, my friend, how wonderful to see you, and nice to see you as well. Good to see you, Your Highness. You sure roughed those poor bastards out for good, huh? Oh, I have my hands in this. I had no hand in this whatsoever. They probably just tried to mug you. See, they attempted to make moves on these ladies here, and they just wouldn't take no for an answer. They got physical, and well, these women, they're truly forced to be reckoned with. Even yours truly cruising for them. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't mess with those women either. Don't you think that's a little mean, Prince? Shut the fuck up, Shitsune. Shitsune, yeah. I'm saying performing my duties, nothing more and nothing less. Okay, but that doesn't explain why you all were hanging out. Yeah, well, you guys make for a weird. You guys make for one weird posy. However you slice it, dude. A mutual acquaintance of ours was kind enough to put me in touch with this guy, so I came down here to meet him. But then, dude, she's got massive honkers. I'm just saying, dude. Stop! Let's see what have it if she happened to run into us here as well. On a break for once after wrapping up a job. came to town to unwind and celebrate the festival, taking some of the local sites. As I wandered down here looking for a little excitement, I guess you could say, I got everything I bargained for and more. Is it too good to keep? It's just to be some kind of coincidence. Destiny must have brought us together. What do you say, Yin, Miss Bodyguard? Want to go around? She is thick, my god. Rizia is thick. I'm just saying, I think I'm good, why is she so shy? Oh, that sounds like a delightful proposal. Don't worry about me. Naji, I encourage, nay, implore you to take her up on it. Yeah, the things you say sometimes, Your Highness. Yeah, I know. But I should just be grateful you're not thinking to throw down with her yourself. Oh, didn't mean to leave you all out, Van. You guys are more than welcome to. Yeah, no, we have this thing called work. Strange, I know. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, if I'm getting caught in the crossfire between those two, that ain't the kind of threesome I'm into. I mean, yeah. You're no fun. Well, there's always next time. Dude, shut the fuck up, you. I hate her. So burn the whole district down, alright? Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I don't like her. She's a brat, really. What's up, Jack? I need water. I told you to take it easy on the hard stuff while we're here. We're not on our home turf. You can't expect them to make stuff the same here. Oh, didn't realize you were in Edith. So you're having a real fun time. Hey there, good to see you. We've been working for like dogs on the broker stuff that we could use a break, and now here we are, just having the time of our lives. So what dragged you two all the way here? Around your tail, I take it. Yeah, we're trying to figure out how the underworld's changing now that they're gone. You can really only do that on the ground. Pretty calm so far. Surprisingly more than I expected. Maybe it's because the CID was so on top of the stragglers. Probably now that those smug pricks aren't running around and the ground's settling down back down. The sugs though, the littles will be sticking around for a while. It'll be a lot tougher to get these off the streets, yeah. That does make sense. That's unfortunate. Actually, this chat just reminded me of something. I've heard whispers about some too big gangster who's on the run from the feds now, as he did some work for those guys. Whereas he's camping out somewhere in the Tyrell district. I don't have anything else to go on, but I figured you might want to know. Tyrell district, huh? That's a good tip. Appreciate it. Well, have fun, you two. Just try to stay on your feet, Jack, alright? Yeah, really. Oh my god. It's a big group right there, that's for sure. I got us going. What's this lady doing? No. Let's talk. Nice little party you guys got here. Don't mind if I do. There ain't no drinks here, man. Hope it isn't Aaron and the Archive crew. Good to see you kept well. I never thought I'd see a bracer. Anyway, Elder, Marduk, security team, and the CID had all banded together like this, yeah. Can't deny it makes me a little bit on edge, though. Ties from both sides of the law tend not to mix well. I assure you, it's much less charge than you make it out to be. We're just exchanging information and confirming agreements. Please pay us no mind. Jason, I haven't seen you since Oracion. We were actually just talking about how to go about cleaning up that mess. Take care of the Almada's remnants, you mean? Yeah, we smoked out pretty much all the hideouts they had left. We're taking out our own measures, of course, mostly concerning Almada's trade and supply demands. Yeah, whatever. More problematic trade routes that may have been taken care of. Anyway, we'll see the rest. But that's just what you're hoping for. We did also uncover some armor packs that had been using. The church is handling those. Yes, Silas and Leon take care of that, yeah. Well, good to hear that's taken care of. Cool, nice to have that looming over the festival. True, that's why I'm here. Festival has the full support of the Cool Loon group this year. That, of course, has lead to some overlap between us and the Marduk. We're here to make sure we don't step on each other's toes, so to speak. I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. Only the general approach HQ is taking. You'll have to wait 3 days for more in-depth negotiations, Mr. Thorndyke. We'll be holding a meeting to go over our itinerary, sorry. Well, and you're right, now probably isn't the best time. Can't go jumping the gun, excuse me. They were testing all sorts of things from the looks of it. Yeah, nothing to do with us, though. On the contrary, I do have some information you might find useful. Still trying down some Almada holdouts that stayed into the underground. Also with some of the hit groups they use for their ends. But there was, huh? And Melciar is still on the run too. Can't count them out just yet. He pulls those thugs back up and we'll have Armada 2 in our hands. He's quite the wild card. We haven't seen any movements from him as of late. But then that means he hasn't been contacting said remnants either. Because we're gonna exposing Armada's business ties. We gotta pull it all out by the roots. Elaine and some S-ranks from HQ are in charge of that. Gotcha, how's she doing? Out of curiosity. Sorry, I can't say for sure. She'll be back tomorrow. She'll be back tomorrow though. I'm sure she'd appreciate a nice warm welcome when she gets home. Hero fast. Oh, here we go. Here, that's got to be the seller, right? He just looks like it. Wow, judgmental. Only one way to find out. I'll post his customer and try talking to him. You guys hang out here. If we approach him as a few, we'll probably get spooked. Makes sense to me. Good luck, man. Well, hold on there a second, man. Chief, we're talking about a guy who deals to kids. He's not gonna want to sell to an old part like you. Okay, man, you don't need to call me an old part like that. You never missing up. Can you remind me that I'm older than you, do you? But you might have a point. This client base is students like Chris and I. Sure as hell I'm not. Oh, man, don't let Aaron get to you. You're still perfectly young. Oh, my God. Yeah, don't worry about it. You should be more confident. Nah, I agree. I'm not the best man for this job. I'll be someone who looks rebellious and not to enjoy taking drugs, or else our guy won't bite. You're up, kid. Show this old man what a young punk like you can deliver. Hell yeah, I'll deliver all right. Just watch and learn. Oh boy. He did hear he could hook me up with some good shit. That true? Who the hell are you? A good friend of mine told me all about you. Said you got some kick-ass mints that can get him emphasis on the kick. Mind hooking up with some? I'll pay you whatever you want if that's good. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. That lanky ass school kid fill you in? I'll let you in on a secret. That stuff originally came straight from some far whatever dude company, whatever. I hadn't heard of them before, but I guess they got busted by the cops or something like that. They were out on the market for only a hot minute before they were taken off. I just sold the last of my stock to the kid a little while ago. You kidding me? All that talk and you got nothing to deliver? Way to let a guy down. Hey, trust me, I'd love to have more so I could make even more money if that's what it is. Seems like that kid's developed a real dependence on them though. I tried selling him what I just told you, but he got all pissy at me, told me to give him more before chucking what he had like a little baby. So that's why I freaking hate dealing with addicting like him. They always gotta make everything hard. Dingo, so the kid really did just come here though. Sounds pretty shitty, yeah. What did he do after he threw that temper tantrum? I guess I suggested some other stuff to try, but he wouldn't listen to me. All he wants are those mints, it seems. So I told him to try that blacklight dish. Just finally get that kid out of my face. Even told him how to get down there for a good measure. Hopefully he'll leave me alone now. The blacklight dish, that's a good idea. You could definitely see someone down there hawking that stuff in some dark and dingy corner. Is that all you were after? Just those mints? I got plenty of those other really good stuff, you know. I'll even get you a free hit. You should try it. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm only interested in those mints too. Great, thanks for nothing. What a waste of time this was. I think I'm gonna try selling somewhere else today. Seeing here is better than that stuff. What? Nice work. Sound like you got a lot out of that dirt bag. I'm just glad we had an idea where Curse might be now. But we can guess where those mints came from too. Yeah, it's probably a dumpy corporation set up by A. Now all we need is find a kid and hear his side of the story. Seeing as how he's all the way to Black District, let's focus on dragging him out first and question him after that. Sounds good to me. A place like that, he's going to be serious danger, kid, yeah. Let's drag him and get him out of there, yeah.
I don't think I've seen you before.
Alright, that must be him right there, yeah. Finally, I found you. Hey, you're Maja, right? The herb seller. Tell me you got those mints I'm looking for. See, I don't think I recognize you. You look like you came from the service, the way you're dressed. Hate to break it to you, but I don't stock that garbage. Honestly, you should really quit taking those things if you know what's good for you. Why you have those mints? I know it. If I don't get more of those mints, I think I knew this is where we find our Poindexter. Yeah. Stop. What do you mean? I could have swore I recognized you from somewhere. What do you want, yeah? You're Curtis, right? clearly some things coming on in this kid here. Mind filling me in. Here, his mom sent us a quest for us. Yeah. All that shit. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. What? I didn't hear anything about that. All I knew was that they were hard to come by. I thought they were ordinary mints, just having to taste like tobacco. There's more to that than that, much more. That they were manufactured by A, and that they leaked out onto the streets before the cops did their post-Starbad roundup. CAD tampered up their pipelines so they're not being made anymore. It's only a matter of time before they're off the streets completely. Well, that's a relief. I guess you get kids like to rebel against their parents, but hard drugs aren't exactly the gotcha you think they are. It's not about that. I'm not trying to rebel. I need those mints. Why can't you simpletons understand? It's not worth damaging your body. You really need to stop. You're already showing side effects, but those outbursts there, a lot of mints making you irritable and prone to withdrawal. Like it or not, those things are having an impact on you, and they're only going to get worse the longer you're on them. I know that for crying out loud. I know the dangerous, but I have to take them. If I don't have them, I can't study hard enough. And if I can't study hard enough, I'll fail my entrance exam, and then I'll just be another stupid kid like all the rest. I don't even want to imagine how my parents would react if that happens. They'll yell and scream and maybe even kick me out of the house. My life's over, isn't it? Okay, I feel awful for him. This poor kid's been driven to a corner. We have to hold his parents accountable. No middle schooler should be trusted like that. You're not a young lady? Or young man. Well, sorry, what? I know, I was thinking of Judith, and then it just said when she talked there, and I just thought, yeah, as long as we're on this case, we won't let your parents unjustly punish you, that I promise. Okay, I didn't sign up for this family's counselor, yeah. But it's pretty clear to me that the parents share some of the blame here, where I need to give them a talking to. I know you're not going to like this, but I need you to be part of the discussion with us, okay? If you don't mind me asking, do you know who sold those mints to him in the first place? We do actually. Blonde guy with that goatee. Seemed like he was had a habit of slinging his stuff around town. Oh, him. Should have figured. Don't you guys worry. He hasn't been on the streets for long. I'm going to be sure to remind him of the rules we have here. Although, frankly, if he's going around selling drugs to children, he won't be on the streets for long. Thanks. We really appreciate it. Say this the balance of having to go out and find him, yeah. But ought to report back to friend before we do anything else, though. We're done here. Let's swing back around Rye, Spice, and fill in the details. At the end, you can look at Curtis and diagnosis condition too. Alright. Got to work paying Hermione a visit and filling them in. Okay. Analyze the ingredients found in there. Horrible because Hermione was able to prescribe sorely needed medicine for the boy. Once Curtis symptoms substantiated brain come to his parents, yeah. Free documents. Yeah, let's just get on with it then, okay? Eat that a bunch. Okay, now everyone's here. We can get started. What did you find? What was I right? How Chris made some bad friends? I'm sure it's just a typical rebellion teen phase. Let's get over what we found and then we can take things from here. Just do that, please. Yeah, I don't want to do all that. Mints are low drugs. Side effects are light. Yeah. This is all just so much to take in. I feel so dizzy simply thinking about it. I think my own son would be taking prescription drugs. He seemed worse than I could have imagined. I'm very disappointed in you. Is this the thanks I get after supporting you in your studies unconditionally? I love how she keeps saying studies every time. What do you have to say for yourself, young man? Keep it down, will you? Or do you want neighbors to hear you? As for you, did you forget your father just started working again? I don't have time for this nonsense yet. Here you are, causing me nothing but problems, as if I don't have enough on my plate already. Oh my god. I have to beg for some time off to work to come back, just have this conversation with you. Are you even aware of what I'm going through? Sorry. I'm honestly surprised at the total lack of shame here. So am I. Are you actually sorry for what you put us through, young man? I trust the police aren't going to have to get involved at this point. Last thing I need is for my son to get arrested. Now that will really get me fired. No, you two got it all wrong. He's not the one that should be ashamed. It's you two. We should be mortified. But I guess that's up to you. Can't force either of you to feel guilty. Guilty? What should I even feel guilty for? Oh, right, these types of parents. Don't try to change yourself. That Curtis is the one that's acting like a delinquent. This isn't about us. On the contrary, it's all about you folks, dude. I cannot read right now. I'm tired. Or did you forget already? You you asked us to figure out why your kids changed, and we're serving you the answer on a silver platter. Curtis was hitting a dead end with his studies and felt like he was being driven in a corner. That may be true, but I fail to see what that has to do with either of us. Since you're not getting it, I'll spell it out for you. Your son didn't fall in a bad crowd or change because of some damn mints. It's all his parents' fault. A neglectful parent that failed to notice what he's going through, or maybe he just didn't want to. You know, and like what his conversation was headed, where do I feel as a father, huh? Have you two ever stopped to think about how Curtis feels? Yeah. I don't know everything about your family, but it looks like you two only worry about what you want for him, and not what he wants, yeah. And who are you thinking you can tell us how to run our family? Oh, brother. You don't have the slightest idea how hard I've worked for this. Also, Curtis could get into a prestigious high school. His future would be set. Why are they both holding their arms out like a bunch of NPCs, you know? Exactly. You know how much money I spent on his textbooks and mock tests? Still, I've done all that despite my work situation. It's not good. It's going nowhere and fast. Should have known they wouldn't listen. Because wrong bailing out and leaving the kid out to dry, though. Not really much job. I guess it's time for a little marriage counseling. No more earlier. Should I tell him? Family bonds, I guess? I don't know. You're talking about their family bonds. We'll get these two to snap out of it. Has it ever crossed your mind just why your son was so desperate with the studies? Who knows, maybe I'm talking to my ass, but shit looks like he was just trying to live up to those lofty expectations of yours. That's not why I just thought a good student should go to a prestigious school. And then you hit a brick wall. So that's when you started turning to those mints to get into Aramis. At the end of the day, it is what you wanted. Is that what you wanted? I mean, sounds to me like what you really wanted was to not let your folks down. Put an offer so they would finally acknowledge you. I don't know what to say. While your son's busting his bag to succeed, what support did he have? He had a mother that twisted her love and affection for her child into a leash, and a father acting only for his own strict self-righteousness without ever stopping to look back at his family. Honestly, none of you ever did. To know an honest person about taking care of a kid, if you think this is a sad excuse for parenting, is the best way to raise him. So sorry. I wanted that for you, but it turns out all I was doing was burdening you even more. When it gets to my head, having so much power over managing your life. Failed you as a mother. I should have believed in you, and I didn't. I'm sorry, son. I thought it was my job as a man and how to survive my family. That it was your mother's job to raise you. Instead, I was demoted at work. I thought I had failed you for all. That's not when this all started. It began with my neglecting you. What really should have been my role within this family. Yeah, Mom. I think it's time for us to sit down and talk as a family, try to figure out where we went wrong and how to fix things. You're right. It's time we stopped running from reality and started trying to work together. Yeah, I guess so. We really do need to talk. I'm glad things have finally calmed down. You had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. That's all some fine work diffusing the situation. No one does it quite like you, Van. Nah, it wasn't anything special. Just do what I felt was needed to turn things around. I don't got anything else to add here. The rest is up to you. Don't worry about the whole drug deal. We'll take care of it discreetly so it doesn't become public. We'll get out of here now. Good luck, y'all.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Reward deposited.
Let's go. It took longer than I expected, dude. A long one up. I was tempted to say the divorce thing, but I didn't think it really worked that well, honestly.
Hello, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Or hard to let's see. Same with A is still making waves. All his sources are still abuzz talking about it. Got any juice info that would have mind sharing? Yeah, of course they do. There's still a lot. A's gangsters out and about. It's quite concerning knowing we have some stragglers laying low in the capital. Yeah, it worries me too. Not worth the time, yeah. We should still keep an eye out just in case we come across any information regarding their whereabouts. As long as it doesn't get in the way of anything else we're doing, it sounds good to me. Go in. What's up? All three of you here, nice. Hey guys, it's Sarah and Shahina. I see Sylphids with you too, yeah. Acquaintances of yours? We met each other back in Tharbad. Nice to see you, it's been a while. Brings you guys here. We bumped into each other in town, so I'm showing them around now. We have a guest role in Director Gotti's new film, so we were invited to come here. He'll be in Director Gotti's next film. Congratulations! Be careful with that perv. Don't let him go into some skeevy senior event. Don't worry, Nina and I keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't try anything funny. Thank you for doing that. Actually, we're on our way to your office to say hi, Van. You got ahead of us here. If you have the time, feel free to stop by for a visit anytime. I'm usually free during this day. We'll be staying until the Revolution Festival, so I'm sure we'll have a chance to visit. We'll get out your reserve a special snack. We'll get our reserve special snacks for you. Our reserve? You mean my reserve? And the ones I saved for myself? Yeah! Yeah, for him, yeah! Oh, you were saving those? Whoops. I ate all of them already. Yeah, sure, man. Son of a... Wow. You don't take away a man's snacks right here, okay? That's a crime in itself. You should be arrested, honestly. I have to do this job.
Let's see what we've got.
And it's coming at me. Alright, Dingo's legacy. I gotta tell you a Dingo grad. Alright. Wait. Anyway, let's have a look. Of course, a dangerous monster. Okay. Do the forest. Alright, we can do that. Okay, so he'll sense that the world's hunting's over. Yeah. Van? That report, her friend of yours used to work at the Meld, right? Biggest gossip rag in Calvert. I know you were tight with the editor-in-chief. I'm not Dingo's mentioned him before, but I've never met the guy. It's supposed to be a bit of a headache to deal with, so I try to keep it that way too. But it looks like my luck just right now. I really think we should meet him. I wonder if he's there already. It's not that long of a walk from here to the Orbital Cafe. We should go and visit him to tell us when we get a chance then. Yeah, I guess so. Go over here then.
No rest for the weary.
There's something else over here.
I know the guild can help.
You'll never
Right inside of here, right, I think.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
And like...
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
I guess out here. Yeah. You guys, well, kudos. I haven't seen you all since you were in Darbad. We were expecting to run into you here either, Director. See, Judith is with you too. It just kind of worked out like that. Yeah. I'm gonna be here with Lieutenant Kala, or I don't know how to pronounce his name. The government asked yours truly to help with these ceremony productions. Really, the government? Makes sense. You did a good job at the film festival planning. Catastrophes, yeah. Notwithstanding, dude, where's the voice acting at, man? I'm getting tired of reading. Don't act like that didn't help at all there. Do what I do from the last festival. Please don't jinx it. I wouldn't worry so much. You're more than aware of the fact that we're finally rid of A. The odds of anything major happening are low at best. It's not improbable that there are remnants still out there. Security is still just as tight as a precaution. You here to discuss unit placement then? That's right. The meeting's with us more than anything. Oh, you guys here too? We met you guys at Basel. It's good to see you two again. Yeah. Kedger's not here with us, so calling us up all the equipment for the ceremony. Oh yeah, y'all are showing off some new stuff, right? Must be pretty busy then. Drowning at work, I'm more like this isn't my specialty, but here I am slaving away. Though your sympathy does see the pain, Van. You don't mind if I call you Van, right? I mean, I don't mind, and of course not. Yeah, good. You can call me Essie, just like Ketcher does, if you want. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on. What? She gets real casual real quick, yeah. Is the smart-ass professor gonna be at the unveiling? He'll be at the ceremony, but not much else. He's got his hands more full with another project right now. Professor Hamilton will be here too. Esmeralda, Kala, mind hearing me out right here? Oh? What about? You two are bursting at the seams with sex appeal. There's this pizzazz to you. It's everything I could have hoped for and more. I had a feeling you'd say something like that, dude. What do you say? We chase new heights of sexiness to get... I am far too busy to even consider a proposition, yeah. That's not a field I have much interest in, I'm afraid. Ooh, we get denied. What? It's you with all I have left? Hey, I don't remember agreeing to your nonsense. Same as usual. It's funny. You wanted that. I mean, I might hate that too, but stop! Privilege Festival is going to consist of you two. Event ceremony and memorial mask, okay. Tight security, alright. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't really care anymore. We're literally right here, so we'll just take them out real fast. Here's some foes prowling. Exterminate.
No mercy for
Let's do
you!
this.
My move now.
How much health does he have, by the way? I'm just gonna try and kill him as quickly as possible, honestly, at this point. At least we get the battle here now. Skip that shit.
A chance!
It probably was best to do that, honestly, yeah. Alright,
Certain arts will be more effective.
fire and wind.
Ha!
Ah!
Ha! Engaging skill.
Okay. Alright, watch out for this. Oh, his stats went up, dude.
You know what to do, Anya! Eat this!
I think that's the first time I've heard her say that, dude. I might be wrong now.
Here goes.
Okay,
Initializing
this.
drive.
do this for now. And this. See what we do here. Ouch. It's alright. He missed somebody. Okay. Not bad. Van! Very nice. Alright.
Initiating skill.
Very nice.
You know what to do, Anya!
Taste that flame, man. Let's go. See if we can finish him here, honestly. Let's go. Easy. Alright.
Even better.
Quest complete. 64. Nice.
That's all, folks.
I like how you literally just complete it like that. There's like no delay or nothing. You're just like done. Like that. It's so nice. Let's give that shit. Right here. We gotta do this quest. It really did come. Not that I didn't trust Dingo at all. And in Span Arc Ride, I can take it. You're Meld's editor-in-chief. Yep, that's me. Me and Dingo go back about 7 years. Told me a lot about you. Sounds like you were real busy over in Erasion too. And I know clearly what you're on about. Thought there will be no reports about us being involved with it. There won't be. The authorities are keeping it a secret. He's probably just saying that to get under our skin. Hey, well, whatever. It's not getting an article, so I'm not interested. I called you here on one of those jobs, nothing more than less. Just a visit. I wanted you to help me look for Dingo's notebook. Oh? What's this about? I suspect he had a notebook containing information he gathered as a reporter, or more like a information dealer? Yeah, what's up with that, man? Is my volume a little low? Boy, I think I need to turn that up a little bit. It just felt kind of low. I didn't really notice so much till now. Both, actually. For sure, about a few weeks ago, but just before we got off the trail. I could tell he was chasing a dangerous scoop of some kind. So I was jokingly asked if he had a will ready yet. Damn. Oh. Look at us now. It didn't really occur to me, not even for a second. I just had happened to him just 4 days later. He laughed at it at the time and said one thing to me. The closest thing I had to a will is my notebook. I left it with a trusty source. If anything happens to me, send out a job about it. Wait a second. This is the third memento of his on top of his video and camera. We don't have that notebook ourselves, though. Sorry if that's what you're hoping for. I never thought you did, but I suspect you were the only one who could track it down. Dingo seemed to trust you more than anyone, so I suspect that's the way he wanted to play it out, too. Authorities got everything they have in the Krail down on lock, and Almada are dead and gone. So I can't imagine if I have anything worth writing as an article about it to begin with, which means it's not worth my while hunting down. I can't just go and ignore his words about it. So here we are, put the money for you to find this thing. Last give to him. So what's it gonna be, Spriggan? You gonna go find Dingo's notebook or not? I mean, you have to do it. There's no, you have to do it to progress. We'll take the job. You got anything else you want us to share? Maybe he said something a bit more about his trusted source of his, for example. Yeah, I remember telling him that there's nowhere that. Dude, I am so tired right now. I'm sorry, I didn't get much sleep the last few days. Telling him that was nowhere near enough info to find a thing myself. Only hint he gave me was that it's with the people who know about as much as past as you do. Oh yeah, piqué my interest. I wonder what Dingo's past is like. I've only heard bits of it myself. Much do you know? Even less than you do, I expect. I know he used to live in Messeldam before ending up in the capital 7 years ago. That's about it. Wait, didn't Dante act like he knew him?
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly. If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldam.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then.
I'd say touch on him during the Krail's video, yeah. Alright, let's see what we can dig up with that info then. Good luck. Anyways, my break's over. I gotta get back to work on finding Exclusive Festival. I'll give you my number. Just give me a call if you do find it. Or you might be due. It can be my way of honoring Dingo's death. Guy, we'll take care of it. Yeah. So what's the plan here? We don't exactly have a lead on the info to go off of. Only clue we have is that it's someone who knows as much about Dingo as this guy does. That guy does. We also have Jack and Bramati and Van, obviously. On Renee too, or Ren, yeah, and any information dealers probably out of the question, and so is anybody with as many connections as Ren has. I feel like Nina and I know even less than the editor-in-chief does. Dingo was a very private person, and it went both ways. It's honestly surprised me to see a gossip magazine reporter being so considerate. That's just how Dingo was. Jack Bramati, I tried to pry into his past either, mind you. But something must have happened between Dingo and Dante's while he was still in Messeldam. He just left the city after whatever that was, ending up in the capital and becoming a reporter right after. Don't know any details, but I imagine we'll get out of this knowing a lot more than we came in with. We're going to be unearthing what he tried to bury this whole time, all the burdens he carried by himself. Van, you don't look like you're about to back down though, yeah. No way, a job's a job, I'm nothing if I can't see this kind of shit through. Anyways, I can think of at least one person who'd fit the bill for his job. That would be a pain in the ass to meet up with. Oh? It's not an information deal. It's not an information dealer, mind you, but she was close to Dingo. Can't be the only one who immediately thought of her. Oh. So I see who you mean now? Yeah. Are you going to meet her then? Yeah, let's head over to the Tarot Times. Don't think a meeting with her will be all that hard to get as long as she's not out of office. Right. Damn it, that bastard. I've left us to the bill. Oh, shit. Gotta be pretty sly if you're gonna be running the biggest gossip again in the country, yeah. Well, it's the least we could do for him since he brought this to our attention. Damn, how much was the bill exactly? Dan was pissed, man. He's like, that bastard. Oh my god, he was pissed, man. Holy shit.
Taking off now.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I knew you were gonna talk to her, yeah. Marielle. What's you guys? Great job, everyone. You really saved the day back in Erasion. Thanks, you were a big help too. Without you, I doubt we would have been able to get all those kids on the airship. I've been keeping busy lately. Yeah, you could say that I had a lot of investigating to do once those revelations about Raytheon came to light, and it's all worth it in the end. I feel like I can finally make a difference. Good for you. Now Dingo's got one less thing to worry about up there. Sure, hope he does. I'm that much closer to becoming the sort of reporter he was. I'll take it. Wait, but I need to talk to you. Again, I don't know why I did that. Oh, hey guys, good to see you again. We just talked. Need something with a favor? Not this time. We came here to talk to you, Muriel. I'll give it to you straight. We're working on jobs involving Dingo and need your help. What, you are? What sort of quest is it? Please tell me. To put it simply... About a notebook, yeah. Talked to Meld's editor-in-chief, Mr. Cunning. Dingo told me about him before, but I never had a chance to meet him in person. He said he wants you to find Dingo's notebook. That's right. Do you remember Dingo ever talking to you about that thing by any chance? Doesn't have to be anything direct or explicit. Anything you happen to remember him saying will help. Actually, he did just talk about it before. He didn't just talk about it before. I've seen a notebook with my own two eyes. My own eyes, yeah. I cannot read tonight, guys. I'm tired. Sorry. Say what? How did that happen? As I'm sure you all noticed when he was live, I tended to barge in on him while he was trying to work and stuff. One day we were having lunch, I was asking for advice on how to interview people, and he was writing stuff in his black letter notebook. Asked him what it was since I was curious. He told me it's where he jots his info down, both for his important work and info broker stuff. It definitely sounds like what we're after. At least now we know it's real. I got a little whiny and tried to get him to show me his notes, but of course he refused. When I got huffy about it, he kind of laughed it and patted me on the back. Similar exactly what he said. Who knows, maybe you'll get a sneak peek of them one of these days. Although if I play the cards right, you shouldn't ever have to. Yeah. Wow. Must always been preparing for what might happen to him in that case. That's best. If that's the way he was talking, then we can probably rule out him by taking a notebook within the trail. CID also apparently swept through his place and didn't find any real material note that he left there either. He had to have either given it to someone else to hang on to or stashed it somewhere for safekeeping. Which brings me to my next question. Can you think of anyone who might have left that notebook with, or anyone who might have known where it could be? And again, it's okay if you don't know anything definitive. Any leads you might have would be great. And just to be clear, I don't mean other brokers like Ramadi. I'm talking about other sorts of acquaintances he had. Of course, lets me think, based on what Mr. Cunning told you, wait, could he have thinking of something? Maybe I could be completely wrong, but I can't rule it out either. Basically, when Dingo was alive, he would sometimes cover the adult industry for Meld magazine. Really, he did. That's interesting. I guess that comes with being a tabloid reporter. Yeah. What's the adult industry? Doesn't every industry have adults in it? Not like that. It's code for grown-up stuff. Something more grown-up than this wannabe prodigy here, that's for sure. Anyways, one thing I confronted him about. What is it? Do you really have to cover such sexual stuff in your articles? Damn, man. He's getting those fine details. Stop! If readers demand it, it's our job as reporters to give them what they want, plain and simple. Plus, it's a way to get information that can help shut down some of the nastier, illegal places run by the Mafia. Yeah. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Say, out of curiosity, do you visit those sorts of places yourself? I mean, maybe. Only when I need to for work, yeah. Lately, I've been too busy to go any places like that myself, so I had to lean on one of my old contacts a lot to get what I need. Not exactly ideal when my job is supposed to be to report on things but I see myself, but it is what it is. Fair enough, I guess. You sure won't hear me complaining about you? Complaining about what? Nothing at all. Anyways, who's this Kana you mentioned? Her, she's a woman who operates underground, runs a handful of outlets, pretty talented, all things considered. Your contact's a woman? Oh man. Yeah, why does that matter? You got to introduce me to her. It'll help me write better news articles. Yeah, sure, well, yeah. Fortunately, Dingo said it was too soon for me to be going to a place with that, and that was that. Looking back on it, there's only one part of town he might have meant when he said she worked underground, huh? Yeah, I think that's one goes without saying. Not only that, I was thinking I just might know the woman he's talking about. And I would have guessed those two having history, but just goes to show you it's a small world we live in. I certainly remember there being a business that fit the bill when we were down there. Does that mean we're going to Blacklight District? Yeah, who knows if it'll turn anything up down there, but it's worth a shot.
Hey, you guys?
Voice
I
acting,
want to go
finally.
with you. Could I, please?
I don't know. Yeah, it gets kind of dangerous in the Blacklight District. I already know how dangerous it can be. Believe me. We were talking about Dingo's notes here. What's inside there matters to me too, you know? Okay, fine.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get a peek at them one of these days.
Aw. That's cute. Dingo really does look like Archer,
Although if
man.
I
I'm
play
just
my
saying.
cards right, you should never have to.
She does have a point. What do you think, Van? Alright, you can come too. You did give us some valuable information, so it's only fair. But you gotta promise two things. One, you'll stay behind us down there, now running ahead, and two, you'll carry your own weight and help us out too. Deal? Deal. Thanks, Van. I promise you won't regret this. Where else can everybody join the group? Heck yeah, Dingo joined the group in the beginning of the game too. Right here? Oh, her!
Let me ask you
I
something.
remember her. I had a feeling it was her too. I was thinking that, oh, it's you. You know, I thought I knew you well, but I had no idea you and Dingo went so far back. Level me here. You were the one helping him investigate Amada's illegal adult business, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. We must have worked together for, a decade, I want to say. Damn. We both had to keep it on the down low in order to operate freely, though. You and I had known each other since we were both up in Amsterdam. That long, huh? I guess that makes sense. But you don't mind me asking, how did the two of you, meet? It wasn't anything special. He was a newly minted intel broker, and I was your common whore. Your common whore! That's me on the streets. Wow. Damn. Got a little thing going on. He'd buy information I talked from my clients. I do him some favors in kind. He scratched my back. I scratched his. Yeah. Well, this is all news to me. Can we assume that Dingo hasn't started doing any reporting work back then? More or less, I will say, for an errand boy working underground, he had a certain naivety to him back then, because he was still so young. I had an acquaintance who worked at a local paper where he was pretty intrigued about this side of things. I think Dingo is 29 in this game. I'll also mention it was 8 years ago when I had to move to Edith and set up shop down there. Before I left, he gave me some top secret information. As a parting gift, his intel and his connections have been a grudge help to me. Now leave it to Lady Killer to schmooze his way into the underground, yeah. He really helped a lot of people while he was alive, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Later on, after everything that went down in Amsterdam, that's when he ended up drifting into town. Personally, I was happy to see him make a clean break and get in a better line of work with better people. You never know what life has in store for you. Maybe the gods took a liking to him and threw him a bone. Okay, so yeah. Sorry to interject, but what happened to him in Amsterdam? I don't know anything about that. I wish I could tell you, honey, but it's not really my place to say. That'll happen after I left, so I only heard things through the grapevine. But I won't let you leave you empty-handed. If you're looking for his notebook, I got some information I'd be happy to share. Really? Really? You do that? Oh, thank you so much. Just to clarify, we're looking for his black leather notebook he used to carry around. You've seen it before, I take it. Sure have. He's been looking for a place to stash it away. Offered to hold it onto him myself, but he turned me down. Can't blame him for being so cautious when he was going up against Almada. But I did hear him mutter about asking someone for help on his way out of town for peace. That was 3 days before everything that went down in a Crail, for reference. Holy cow, what timing! It's about a clue then. Actually, now that you mentioned it, how did Dingo get the Crail? Do you have any ideas, Van? Yeah, this tiny ass car, but he never drove it all that much. He was always paranoid of people following him. Usually he took a train or a bus when he had to go out to the sticks. Probably flew a bit from time to time too. But I don't know what he did here. Saying we're talking about a guy who knew all their tricks by that point. He might as well have just been moving randomly. Sure as how wouldn't take something as obvious as public transit, yeah. Not when Almada had eyes everywhere. Is that I think we can rule out his own car too. It would have carried its own risk. I think realistically he probably would have in a car I got a truck. A taxi is very horrible, right? I'm taking a taxi. And a chance of pretty big taxi. Curious how ain't cheap, but I'd give him the lowest profit and the most flexibility. They blend right in the road. A good thinking. You might be onto something, Dan. Taxis are pretty commonplace, especially for people heading out of town. There's no way a model could have been monitoring every single taxi running on Edith. So let's say he did take a taxi. What kind would he have taken? Probably one of those independent ones instead of a company taxi, right? That's a good point. A self-employed taxi or driver would have given him more flexibility. Suddenly you guys have your next lead. I have no idea who the driver could be. Unfortunately, maybe it was one of his friends. I guess since he had a driver, he hired on the regular someone he could trust. That rings any bells for you, sweetheart? You know something? It actually does. Remember, Dingo would always hail a taxi to get to a reporting site. He mostly took one that had his black and yellow checkered powder on the bottom. The driver was a eccentric guy too, from what I recall. Oh wow, that's a really good info. Glad you're able to remember that. He said we'll have to look into that once we're done here. Alright, thanks for the chat, mistress. I'll pay you back sometime. Yes, thank you so much. You have no idea how grateful I am. Don't mention how I owe Dingo that much. That said, you can't always come back here to play, you know. Don't forget that, play. But yeah, Dingo would tell me stories about you too. Sometimes punk ass bringing a newbie reporter he had friended. I do hope you'll be able to track his number down. Is anything you want to hear it? Yeah. Thank you. We'll do our best. I'm sure we're gonna try. Okay, we're done here. It's a lot of talking, okay? I see black and yellow, checkered powdered. Exactly what that is. I had no idea Dingo was regulating it. See that car by that central station a lot. Car's probably out for lunch right now, so check the food stalls first, see if we can get lucky. You know what he looks like, man? Right here. Taxi's got a checker pattern. It's gotta be it. That's a taxi. Driver's gotta be close. Let's sniff him out. Alright, oh yeah, he's back here, yeah. It's probably him, yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Dingo's notebook. Oh well, isn't the big guy with the cute girl hugging his arm. What? Never thought you asked me about that name and notebook. Wonders never cease, huh? Looks like we found our guy. So, where is he? We're scratching Dingo's back every now and then. Yeah, I may not look like it, but I used to run all over the Republic to taking old jobs on the down low. I was on the smuggling run once, and bam, I bumped right into him. That's how we met. It must have been, 10 years ago. Dingo would have been around 20, I think. Yeah, he was almost 30, yeah, alright. So you know how he got tangled up with Almana back then too? Oh my boy, do I ever. My boy! That was what led him to ask me for help out of the city that day. I stuck him out just like that. Hopped on a bus for Krail. That was the last I saw of him. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have let his dumb ass do that, yeah. Oh, poor dude. It wasn't your fault. Giordano, yeah. Don't beat yourself up over it. You weren't the one to kill him. It's Almada, not even close. Dante's owned that shit deal. You're right, yeah. I heard he got what was coming to him at the old capital. I bet Dingo's laughing up there. I'm happy karma came around for the bastard. I would make him feel better. He really regretted being the guy's broker in his past. Dante's really wasn't the same guy once he took over. So that's his backstory, huh? Not trying to justify him, but Dante's used to have a good rep on the streets. He has a code and he stuck to it, and that led people to trust him. No wonder he ended up so popular with how much everyone hated the head honcho before him. He got Dingo hook, line, and sinker. Dingo was the informant. Fed him the info he needed to bring the old guy down, and now in its stead, yeah, we have this monster he built. Monster, huh? Fitting title for him. Not too privy to having beyond that, so I don't want to speculate. So you're looking for Dingo's in a notebook, and you think I've got it? Dingo, please, may I please have it? Well, I'd love to give it to you, but I'm afraid I can't. Why? Why not? Is there something he wanted done first? What, Pretty Boy says it was for your eyes only? Well, he told me to keep an eye on it out of this friggin' guy and newbie reporter. Wow. If anything happened to him, he wanted me to give his here to whichever you two I bump into first. Oh. coin locker key. Oh? So what is the key for? So the key for a station coin locker, like you'd see around a subway. Spot on, he said he'd stash it in the easiest locker he could find. I'm not sure what he meant by that though. I had no idea which station it's at. Got it. Easiest locker he could find. Where could that be? Well, what about that about gives it all away? Could it be the one by Van's office? Probably. Let's head on back and take a look. Thanks a bunch, Girondo. Maybe I'll make it up to you with a joyride one of these days when I feel like it, yeah. Hey, just call me anytime. You're plaster and I'll be your DD. My DD, huh? Okay. Okay. We got from the jar probably goes to one of the coin lockers here. What do you say? We should check what's inside? Yeah. Or whatever. Check it out. Check it, yeah. Absolutely, I'm ready. Okay, let's head in. Here we go, let's find coin lockers tucked away in the corner of the subway station. Located the one that was corresponding with the key that fit, finding a black letter notebook inside. Group then proceeds to move to a quiet location in order to inspect the contents of the notebooks. The notebook, yeah. As obviously I figured. This is selling alright. I didn't get to talk to Dingo much, but I know for a fact that he was an outstanding man. Indeed, not just anyone could pursue Amada to the degree he did without backup. It was probably his way of making amends for the role he played in Dante's Rise to Power. He's noticed mentioning how that previous boss family was murdered too, even they didn't get spared. That's horrible. Such a heavy burden for him to carry. But that wasn't his fault. He couldn't have known that's what would happen. I can't imagine he felt like he could be in the public eye anymore after that. And that's why he took me under his wing, a good-for-nothing rookie. Previously compiled quite a few notes about the ringleads we just took down and raced on as well. Yeah, let's take a look. Viola then? Page 26, really from minor noble handling, the region in the Central East, or really found that bankruptcy of there, all that. Just skimming through it real fast. It's meat. Fell into the hands of criminal organization, targeting merchants, placing an object of, ooh. Damn, she eventually managed upwards to the boss and wrestle control his hands. Damn. Shit, reputation preceded her. Then 2 years later, the group tried to expand her influence Calvary to caught the attention of Maya. None of them was brief. They were completely obligated by Dante's. Oh. Yeah, this is like the backstory we learned about her, yeah. As a consequence of her Charles and past, she's incredibly dependent on Dante's, which is going to be the reason she harbors a fierce rival with her fellow Messier, where she's equivalent within the organization by the nailed down treated by Zet Arms. That whole piece is not a part of their official lineup for their research. Trying to original weapon isn't needed. Alexander, or Green, whatever, 35. Yeah, this is basically what we learned about them. Backstory, yeah. Our results, okay. I'm just skimming through it. Honestly, I kind of already get the gist of it. Yeah. Here's Fowler, traditional military arts. Yeah, just like his backstory said. Okay, 25. He were both ordered to retake North Ormvira. Yeah. Okay. They were assault of North Ormvira's capital. Received control of the city for time. Damn. Considered a massacre of many civilians in okay. Showed them okay. There's a lot of notes there, holy shit. The Prince, yeah, okay. Chanel, he was eventually scouted by Dante itself. Featured such an Oman, okay. Early, okay, extrain him, okay. We'll begin to search for a spinal resting place. Okay. Denies Don Seagull's not being part of the okay. Olympia. Alright, age 19. Huh. About her, she likely hails from a remote village. They say the entire village is comprised of her coach here. It's doll-made. Yeah, that's what it is. Artifact some sort. Dolls with their medium. Okay. where he offers sacrifices with no one, no friends, no family, nor soon tragedy fell the village. Damn. Yeah, just like basically what their backstory we learned was just this criminal being slaughtered, okay? In the gardens, assassination, okay? Okay. Yes, it took place in her village. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. Ice crisis made the gardens joining forces, okay? Alright, you're next. Male. Yeah, he's like weird. Known from Liaison Gardens. Overseer that he's very good man, can climb armor. We should know him sort of disbelief, including how he was originally born in a different time period altogether. 150 years ago, man. Holy shit. That's the ultimate boomer right there. Speed from the mythical Holy Ishkan Empire. Alright. Vanished 130 years ago. Heyday, 9 groups seeded the world. Okay. Gotcha. But it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, yeah. It's more or less, yeah. Possibilities, okay. Sure, not evidence might suggest that his armor is excellent. The artifacts, yeah. Okay, he's the primary suspect regarding as a child's annihilation, Oscar's cradle, yeah. What else you are? Is there one for Dante's? 21. You do not look 21, man. You look like you're 31. Lost reports quite possibly its most evil instance, remember? Those down the you do not look like you're 21, man. There's no way you're 21. Still don't fall behind his artifact wielding appears being highly skilled in the use of or will not be capable. See, we didn't learn as much about his backstory. He's also asked them as main strategist and Dante is a right hand man and confident and possibly his lover. What? His lover? I think I don't know if he's like that, but he might be, I don't know. But yeah. I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, dude. Again, how is this guy 21? He looks like he's 31. I'm telling you. That's Sean Mystery. His origins might trace back to the same organization Outbroker. Looks like one of them lost comes to work. Order of Moonlight, of course, existed since the Middle Ages. Top breast is okay. Doesn't matter. Major threat all his own. Background. Mascara might have been direct subordinate of the Oathbreaker before coming to take place in the scatterments of that infamous cult. Ooh, it's true that would make him something of a prince of the underworld. It's most powerful with him. The idolize Dante so much as I'm sure of ominous and concealing, to say the least. And it concerns him as him staying in Krell's vicinity, falling as a child, turning into ghouls. But not just some city, a village with beautiful beasts that is more like a tourist spot lies stuck into the cell forces, okay? Decent, okay. Knowing that source of Ama's financing to rally not speculate any further. Dante's last, yep, there he is. Dante's age 34, okay. I think he's like, wait, Dante's kid feel every single page of it. It's not a single night where I'm not overcome regret, but it's not meant for my personal thoughts. Say the kind of learn about him, his life, though at least a little eye raising him being a member of the DG cult before joining Armada, before being related to Coward's old royal family, perhaps even a direct descendant, yeah. Because the Sora equals hard to believe, Dragon Blade, Sora Flash, and Silver K. Our faction, royal family, Doom Blade, and that instrument with which he slew Enrique Alma's previous head. Hard as these tales are hard to believe, the true versus to strike fear into the hearts of those who fear him. Kind of is nothing more short of the living manifestation of shadows and agony. He was abyss and equally as alluring. His acquaintance's thirst for fear is what draws many to him, seductive and enchanting. It has earned him many followers. Where does this unfathomable hunger come from? I knew if I was to recently, which might have finally explained its source, however, was a little unusual and not particularly keen to take it in face value. It's either here nor here. The more pressing matter is his goal and vassal, that him and others might have been after something else. The goal, I imagine, fear that the want and need to bring out the true dread and terror of the masses. He must have been able to achieve it, even with the help of a genius. But what he did is put a stop. That will not put a stop to him. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his mission. looking into this matter should take priority. Because he's sure managed to pull a fast one on me and Tharbad. I was distracted by a call. That's no excuse. I should have been through it much sooner than I did. But tries he might just stay on one step ahead. I'll forever be on his heels. Yeah. Damn.
At this point, I've worked out how I'm going to get everything recorded, as well as how to leave these notes behind. Now comes the real showdown with him. It's going to be the biggest gamble I make as both a reporter and an information dealer. If, by some sheer miracle, I make it back in one piece, I'll absolutely be following up on those theories I've written about. I can already imagine the hell I'm in for with that dope of a Spriggan and that cub reporter. I really do worry about her. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's just part of the fun.
Close notes. That's all we got.
Dingo!
You dumbass. Who's the real dope between us, huh?
Yeah. This dude was totally nuts. How the hell did he find it in him to go that far? Yeah. You can only imagine his love and care for others spurring him out to gather this much information. He was a clever and kind man, he was both, yeah. He wasn't just trying to make amends and settle score. I don't doubt he genuinely worried for everyone's future. It's gone without saying, but it's a true shame he was taken away from us far too young, yeah. I'm so glad you were able to find his notes. Otherwise, it must have been the will of the goddess. Yeah. Mariella collected herself the party, drove her back to the Tyrell Times. Everyone texted the editor-in-chief, kind of got back to work. We didn't drive her. Dingo's notes once finance were copied, decided that Mariella would hold on to the original.
All in a day's work.
Heck yeah, man.
Love to see it.
Do we get
Your
money?
deposit confirmed.
Yeah, okay, we do. Thank God. Okay, just making sure, alright? Alright. Gray. There's a free time points out for doing all the jobs. Ooh, nice. You okay, Pam? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking, is it there's something bothering you? Guessing the stories about the gangsters and remnants are on your mind. Yeah. If Marty, Jack, and Kick that person are all talking about, then that's definitely worth mulling over. We heard something interesting while following up on Dingo's case too. You're referring to the account on them being cited in the Tyrell district, correct? Yeah, now you mention it. Is that is kind of worrying. You should try by Tyrell just in case you know. Not a bad idea. I can't hurt to check the area again. Probably rule out the busier parts of the district. Same for the area near the restaurant that's run by Hayway. So, mandatory investigation point has been added at the Tyrell district yet. What's the free time point we got now? We'll do a sell here. Why not? I didn't know we had so much free time all of a sudden. I don't know if I'm going to continue the next part if you decide to take a short break. So let's say you spend your free time as pleased. Yeah, sorry for the wait. Don't worry about it. I just got here myself. Thanks for coming. I think nothing else. He just has to be one of those my part-timers, so I figured I might as well. You want me to help with the memento of the flame eaters, right? Yeah, I wanted to fix up the custom free rifle that Ida used to use. He's like, you'd heard about it already. Sure have. We tried to get it repaired before, but they told us it wasn't really feasible. I assumed the two of you would find a way to fix it. Bingo, we learned what parts we need to repair it. That's all left to do is actually get them. It's been bothering me ever since I learned it was damaged, so I'm glad I finally do something. I figured things will get real busy once the festival starts, so I want to get it taken care of before then. Furious work on the stuff that we gather around above ground. We're gonna be getting the underground stuff from the Flacco district, in other words. And you want me to show you around the place? Exactly, I've heard that none of yours is really impressive, so I'm impressed that even Sin relies on it. How about you up for being my guide? Sure, why not? Couldn't hurt putting you in that mood. That more, yeah. Maybe helping out more of part-timers now, okay? Win-win. Shit, win. I should just ended the video there and just did this off screen, honestly. I don't know. We'll do this one and just end the video, honestly. I don't know. We'll have to play this game more like next week and the week after, honestly, just to like make sure I finish it. And be game at hassle Bobby District. Alright. Oh, Jason, is that you? We're gonna fix up a custom rifle, huh? And that's I just heard you. I hope that does sound like quite the pain behind. You know, we're prepared to deal with it, as you can probably guess. Need some specialized parts to get it back in working condition. Mind showing us the rifle suppressors and foregrips you got in stock at the moment. Not at all right this way, young lady. Hopefully I got what you're looking for. Why are we talking to Jason all of a sudden? And when does Jason use guns? You tell the guy why it's like about, none of it looks quite right. What about this part right here? It's pretty unwieldy, but nothing any decent Jaeger couldn't handle. Yeah, maybe that might actually be the same model Ida used, or the same maker at least. This might work in a pinch, might as well give it a shot. We're going on 3 meters that rifle, huh? I've heard stories about that bad boy. Your luck, I know for a fact that the rifle I used back when I was active duty is the same generation of short gun. You can go ahead and take it if you want. It should have a part or two you can use. Damn, that's a real generous for you. For real? Are you sure? I mean, yeah, that has to mean a lot to you. I'm not Jaeger anymore, so I don't mind parting with it. Hopefully the colonial's daughter sounds better to me anyways. Return, just promise you'll come back and tell me how her lightning's doing. I've been looking for her ever since she hung it up on the wall. Okay. Yeah, deal. I can't say I know everything, but I'll be happy to share what I can. I may just scrap together the parts needed to fix their gun. Okay. Less than desirable mix of sources. Okay. Alright, acquire her loan parts to the group renovated arms dealer. Okay. On time. Sue has been previously consulted about that rifle's damages, agreed to assist with the repairs. You want to show the whole process, help with the basic tasks like policy is needed. Eventually. Looks nice. Well, would you look at that? It's right back to the way it was, ain't that something? It even has the same rifle muzzle she used back in her Zephyr days. It maximizes its firepower and improves its accuracy. She really liked talking about that thing. I can see why. It's been customized in other ways too. The weight distribution probably makes it unwieldy to anyone who isn't a rifle pro. But Ida had no problems handling it. She and this rifle were a match made in heaven. No doubt about that. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed up for her. And the flame eater couldn't have asked for a better pair of sisters. So what are you planning to do with it now? That's a good question. How would you feel about using it, Fairy? I don't think a rifle that size would suit me, to be honest. Ida once told me to remain true to my own style. I don't think I'd be honoring her if I changed mine to adapt to her weapon. Figured you'd say something like that. It doesn't fit her mind either. I have a better idea. How about we deliver it to the current member of Zephyr? Oh yeah, I heard they reformed after the war. It's changed hands since then. Now it's being led by two of the former regimental Commander Zeno and Leo. I'm fine with giving it to them, but are you sure that's what you want? Yes, I thought long and hard about it. Aw. In her final months, Ida said the names of her Zephyr comrades, including you. You tell she treasured her family there. That's why I want to return it to them. Okay, that works for me. I'll go ahead and arrange it for you to deliver then. Oh, you're gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? You realize as a civilian courier just can't waltz into Zephyr turf with a rifle in hand, right? Well aware that's not what I had in mind. Now someone named Giuseppe who owns a delivery company who should be able to get it over to him without much trouble. I've heard of them. They're based in Liberal, yeah? You sure know a lot of people, don't you? Look who's talking, man! Look who's talking! It's the same about you. Exactly! Yes! And that kind of annoys me about his character, honestly. Like, if he had gotten kind of the courier rapidly, I accepted the task and got straight to work. Or she reached out to Zephyr who were in what region of the continent to give them a heads up. We'll be long before it's delivered, so you can stick around your base camp for a lot longer. Sure thing, we need to kill some time before our next job anyways. The weapon is there very slow. We'll take the good care of it, you know. We was satisfied many times the regimental commanders she's dearly missed. That as a child told us about what happened to her. It's strange that being a part of her will be coming back to us. Like the thing she's sharing a lab and drink with the boss on the other side right now. Probably just about all her sisters too, that worry weren't. And it wouldn't shock me. It's good talking to you both again. See you around. Likewise, regards Ida's other little sister. Like she's gotten herself caught up in something fishy. Tell her to take care of herself. Not anything fishy. Well, that settles that. You must be on one of the only braces in the guild who keeps in touch with Jaegers. You don't talk about that often, but they reach out to me every now and then. Now they got that squared away. I think I'm gonna drop by a cafe. Well, come to me. I can share the stories about Ida and Zephyr if you're interested. Really? Oh, I'd love to. I can tell you some more about people in our village. Cool, I'd like to hear all about them. Oh. I'll have to enjoy some tea and conversation. Return to group.
It'd be nice to introduce you to some friends of mine if the chance ever comes up.
I guess. Alright, not bad. Okay. Alright. They got hit with the loading screen again? Come on, man. Enough of the loading screens, alright? I'm already sick and tired of these loading screens, man. Alright, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go and end things off there for now, guys. So, we just had to go to Title District and then do some other stuff to continue playing through the game story. So, for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you hit the like button and comment, subscribe to my channel. I might upload 2 videos for the series this week or whatever. I will see what happens, but yeah, this game needs to be finished before the end of the year, and so there's King Koi Golden Love Rich. So yeah, those are 2 priority games I need to finish before the end of the year. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye guys.